Alright guys, this is Pryer 1 doing a Gusto deck profile for Gustos. This is my first deck profile video ever, so if I do any mistakes, just hit me up with a comment, let me know what I did wrong. If you have any suggestions on how to make the deck run better, just hit me up with a comment. My only thing is that I'm only running pure Gustos. I'm not trying to run any other monster in the deck but Gustos, excluding the extra deck. That's a different story. Alright, let's get this over with. Starting off, I run 3 Winda, Priestess of Gusto, only because of the fact that she's a pure staple of the deck. For what Gustos do is even when they're destroyed, they get more. They basically help you special summon from the deck quickly. With Winda, when she's destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, she special summons a level, she special summons any Gusto tuner basically. So either Eagle, Squirrel, Falco, Goldo, etc. So she's pretty great. 1000 attack points, level 2, helps for level 5 synchro, level 4 depending on what you play. Next, I run 4 Musto, Oracle Gusto basically shuffles a Gusto monster from my graveyard to the deck, and I negate one monster effect on the field. 1800 attack point beater as well, so he's a pretty powerful monster. Can't go wrong with him. Now, I run 3 Cam, Serenity of Gusto, because Cam is the main staple of the deck, because what she does is Cam basically just shuffles 2 Gustos back from your graveyard into your deck, and you shuffle and then you draw a card. Free draw power right there. It's once per turn, but still. And with 1700 attack points, level 4, can't go wrong with it at all. Gusto Eagle, one of the main basically another staple, because Gustos, like I said, when they get destroyed by battle, usually they bring out another monster to help out. So with this, you have him, which when he's destroyed by battle, special summon a level 4 or lower Gusto type monster from the deck. As long as it's not a tuner, so you have a few different options. You have Winda, you have Cam, you have Musto, Gusto Thunbolt, etc. So, yeah, Eagle's pretty cool looking as well. So, alright. Next, Goldo. Goldo is a better version of Eagle, because, well, he's not that better. Like, he's great, because whether he's destroyed by battle or card effect, as long as he's sent to the graveyard, I can special summon 1 level 2 or lower Gusto monster from my deck, whether it's a tuner or not. The good part about it is I can use him to basically help, like, just keep the loop going. I just have special summon monsters up like crazy. And the best part, like, the only thing I don't like is that it misses timing if you use it for tribute or synchro summon, but everyone can go around that. Like, basically Gustos are defensive style, so that fits my playstyle really well. I run 2 Gusto Thunbolts, 1500 beaters, level 4, and their effects are when they get destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard. The same turn, at the end of the battle phase, you can banish either another Gusto or them from your graveyard to special summon 1 wind type psychic monster from your deck with 1500 less defense points. So you have either all, like, Cam, Musto, you have Reese, you have Windar, you got different choices in the deck, so he helps you special summon. I run 2, some people might run 3, but like I felt comfortable with just 2. So there's him. Next we have 2 Reese, Whirlwind of Gusto. Her effect is she returns 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck it's a creature swap on a stick, but your opponent doesn't choose what creature, you choose the creature. So if you normal summon Eagle the turn after you have her on field, you can use her effect and switch Eagle and you can choose your opponent's most powerful monster, and you can attack Eagle and get the effect. His effect will go off whether he's controlled by me or my opponent. So that helps big time. And Reese, she does help out considering she's level 5. I can special summon her I can special summon her with Thunderbolt's effect because her defense points is 1400. So there's that. Next, the most powerful Gusto that is not a synchro is Windar, Sage of Gusto, with 2000 attack points. His effect is basically when he destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, I can special summon a level 3 or lower Gusto type monster, tuner or not, doesn't matter, in face-up defense position. The good part about it is if I have an Eagle in graveyard, I could just bring him back and synchro summon for 7, since Windar's a level 6, or I can summon back another monster, whichever I prefer. Depending on the situation, will depend on what I bring back. Okay. I run 1 Gusto Falco because throughout all of my playtests, I've only needed one of him because I'll always keep shuffling him back in the deck, and I'll still find ways to synchro summon for 6 even without him. So it kind of helps. So he still helps. I just don't like his effect because when he's destroyed by card effect, basically, I can search for a monster and put it in face down defense position. At least with the others, when they're sent to the graveyard after being destroyed by battle, that kind of helps me out big time. But even if I have him face down, his effect won't go through because of if he was used to Dark Hole or whatever, his effect won't go through. So I only run 1 of him. Y'all might think different, but it's up to y'all, you know? And the last monster of the deck, Kamui, Hope of Gusto. He's a pretty decent card for the fact that what he does, he flips. He's a level 2 psychic that flips summon when he's flip summoned or attacked where he's flipped one way or another. His flip effect is he special summons 1 Gusto tuner monster from the deck. So I could special summon Falco and sync for 4. I could special summon Goldo, sync for 5. I could special summon Eagle and just use it as a defense shield if I needed it. So that kind of helps me out as well. Alright. On to the trap cards. Well, I won't do traps yet. I'll do spells. Okay. Running 3 Contact with Gustos. It recycles 2 Gusto monsters from the grave to the deck. Then I could blow up 1 card on my side of the field. Pure staple spell card for Gustos. Plain and simple anyway. Next, since Gustos aren't all that powerful, I have Creature Swap. I run 2 of them, so I can summon Goldo or Eagle in attack mode, switch them with the opponent's monster, destroy them, and I still get their effects. And my opponent will lose life points in the long run as well, so that helps me out in a big way too. So, I mean, Creature Swap does help with Gustos big time, especially if you're trying to go for an offensive playstyle or a defensive playstyle, depending on what the situation is. 2 MSTs. Basic staple, destroys target spell or trap on field. 1 Pot of Avarice. If I have a lot of monsters engraved, shuffle 5 of them back into the deck. I draw 2 cards after shuffling, basically. 1 staple for this deck since it works off of the graveyard a lot. 1 Pot of Duality. Since I rarely special summon unless I'm synchro summoning, it I don't really care much to use. Like, I don't care for its second effect where I can't special summon, because I won't need to. The deck works on its own, and even if I use dualities to get me out of a tough situation sometimes, you'll be surprised. Alright. Now the last three are just, I have one of staples as well. Monster Reborn, one staple. One Dark Hole, another staple. And I have one Quill Pentagoldo, shuffles two Wind-type monsters in my graveyard into the deck, and I can bounce one card on the field to the player's hand. What's going to happen is this card is going to soon be sided, because I'm going to switch it out for a Book of Moon. So, and my friend's giving me a Book of Moon soon, so I'm going to be able to switch this out. And this will just be sided just in case. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to go for the trap cards. Not many, have 5 of them, because I'm going to do... I run 3 compulsories, evacuation devices, because they're my favorite of all trap cards right now, because they get around, they easily get around Stardust Dragon, because Stardust negates the destruction effects. This just bounces it right to the extra deck. If that's the only monster he has, makes his field bare, he's basically screwed if I get a strong enough monster to hit him. So yeah, I run 3 of those. Other people, I'm not like everyone. I'm unique in my own way when it comes to playing cards. One Mirror Force staple, since, like I said, since Gustos aren't powerful enough, like aren't that strong of monsters, I can just pop them out, like pop all my opponent's monsters if they try to get attack heavy. And then Torrential Tribute, in case I'm in a tough situation, I need to get cards off the field badly. So that helps. Time for the extra deck. I run a total of 15 cards in my extra, and they're cards that I pulled and cards that I already owned. I don't have all the staples that everyone always talks about, so I just work with what I have. And so far it's been doing good so far. Alright. Let's see. I don't like Xyz monsters, but I run a few of them in the main extra deck and a few in the side deck. The main one right now is Daigustos Phoenix, because he's a rank 2 over Xyz monster where I can remove it. I can detach an Xyz material, and one face-up wind monster I control can attack twice during each battle phase, not just the one that it's where the turn it was affected. So that helps, especially if I get freeze on the field. That's gonna turn into epic chaos depending on the situation. I like that though. Okay. One Gachi Gachi Gantetsu staple. Like I said, not Gustos aren't strong enough, so he'll give them a little extra power boost. I run Utopia. 2500 beater. Negates attacks. Enough said. Now it's time for the main Gustos. Gusto synchros that I got. I'll run Falcos. 1400 attack points. Level 4. When he's synchro summoned, all Gustos I currently control on the field when it's summoned will get a 600 attack point boost, and it's permanent. It's not till end of turn. Next, I run 3 Daigusto Goldos, level 5, 2200 attack point beater, and once per turn I can shuffle 2 Gustos from my graveyard into the main deck, so I can't target Daigustos. It has to be going back into the main deck, and I can target one face-up monster my opponent controls and destroy it. So it's a level 5 quick. It's pretty good. I like it. Especially in a Gusto deck, it works big time. Daigustos Freeze. It's a level 6. When it's synchro summoned, I can bring I can target one Gusto card. It doesn't have to be a monster card, it can be any card. So one Gusto card in my graveyard and add it to my hand. And to top it off, since it can't destroy by battle, and any battle damage that I would have taken that involved would be dealt to my opponent instead. So she is an amazing card to have. Honestly, when I've been buying left and right for Hidden Arsenal 6, this is the main card I literally pulled 7 of them. I'm letting my buddy Alex get 3, but yeah, I pull and I'm keeping the extra as trade bait, but most likely I'm gonna just keep it just to keep it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, my favorite Gusto ever. Okay, next have 3 Daigusto Eagles. Daigusto is basically a level 7 synchro. 2600 attack points, 1800 defense points, and then during the end phase, once per turn, I can banish a wind monster from my graveyard to target a face down card my opponent controls and destroy it. It's like a Lakeside Lady, but it's similar to Lakeside Lady because you have to discard, you gotta banish her and another Laval from the graveyard to pop a set card, like a face down card. So that helps. Level 7, big beater, and a pretty good attack. I mean, a pretty good effect. Alright, and then run 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. Everybody knows what he does. 3,000 attack. 3,000 attack, and when and any monster I control that doesn't declare an attack this turn is destroyed during the end phase. And if he attacks a defense position monster, all other defense position monsters that my opponent controls also get destroyed. Now, Stardust Dragon. Staple 2500 attack point. Well, that's my extra deck. I'll just explain the side deck. 1 skill drain. Because even though it's gonna negate a lot of my Gustos or cards that affect on the field, it will not my Gustos that I really need when their effects activate in the graveyard. So this will stop my opponents big time, and they'll never know what's coming to them, because I actually found strategies around skill drain where I can use them and it'll screw my cards over, some of my cards over, but I can still play a big game along with it and still come out strong. So there's that. The second Cool Pen of Goldos. I'm going to, like I said, soon the other one's going to be added in here. Targets 2 cards, just in case I need it, and I need to switch out anything. I'll switch out with the pull themselves back in the deck. I can use this, and the second one will be like that. Second, Gachi Gantetsu on the sidelines just in case I need them. 1 Leviathan Dragon, since Goldo is level 3. I could use him, and I could use a second Goldo if I have him on field. Overlay for 3, basically get him out. I only have 1 just in case, because he's the only level 3 of the deck. Second Utopia, there's that. And then Tiras, Keeper of Genesis. Level 5, rank 5 fairy. As long as she has Xyz materials on her, she can't be destroyed by card effects. And at the end of the battle phase, when she is attacks, I can target 1 card my opponent controls, destroy the target. During each of my end phase, I have to detach an Xyz material though, so at least she's not incredibly broken. Reason I have her is because if I have 2 Reezes on the field, or if I'm gonna get a mind control to add in my side deck, and then I can use it where if I have Reez on field and I mind control my opponent's monster, I can overlay for Tiras, as long as it's level 5, you know. Well, that's my side deck for now. It's gonna be updated soon. Just letting y'all know that ahead of time. I love Gustos because they have such a defensive playstyle. They're amazing in so many ways. There's so many ways you can play them. They can have different combinations and everything, but like, this is my playstyle. This is how I do. With their defensive nature, I can work with that because that's how I am. and I did pretty well with the deck. If y'all have any suggestions or anything, hit me up. Like I said, I'm only trying to run mainly Gusto monsters. I'm trying to run only Gusto monsters in this deck. Not trying to add any other psychics, any other winged beast or anything. If like I said, there's that. The only other monsters that's not Gustos would be in my extra deck, and that's the only exception. And the extra deck is only out of cards I had to work with, not cards that I was able to afford. So I had to put this under. This is like a budget deck basically, and it only cost me like less than $30 to build. And then I pulled the Shrees and the Falcos, so that kind of helped me out with saving a lot of money as well. All right, this is Pryer 1, like leaving now, just giving y'all a shout out and all. Thank you for watching. I don't expect this video to get a lot of views or anything, but if I do, like, just let me know what y'all want to see next. I'll see what I can do. I'll get together with my friends to make other deck build videos if possible, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Catch you guys later.